We've got episode 45 on here, and I see red. A red car, in fact. You see it too, right? Seems like having a hard time trying to turn. And this would be a very poor show if that was it, what this driver is doing. It takes like 4 minutes until our camera driver meets him again. What? Like really, what the hell was that? Oh look, a truck entering a freeway. Driver behind it gotta be like, oh hell no! I ain't having a truck in front of me! Oh well, couldn't recognize the car model, but apparently the most powerful rides are often somehow afforded by the biggest dicks. Driving with Sasha out of town, minding our business, and suddenly... Well, that was the carrying wheel from the trailer of the car in front of us. And while Sasha had no luck with the nasty crash messing up his car a few episodes back, this time he was luckier and no visible damages happened here. Here we are in Düsseldorf. I know this exact spot too, and I always knew where I needed to go. Unlike this van. People just having a rough time driving properly at any point. Your Majesty doesn't need to stop at a red light. Remember, bigger car means bigger right of way. Let me show you this guy proving my point.
Das bist ja auch nicht du. Hallo?
Bei absoluten Vollrot gefahren.
Oh crap! I need to go left now! Get out of my way, you stupid peasant! I am important and I got places to be! Oh boy, now isn't this a huge WTF moment? Cool thing about this scene is that everybody stays cool, no stupid honking and the like. This driver certainly already knew that this was quite the fail. Unloading much of pointless stress on it would not help anybody to get away any faster. That is some classic distracted driving. I'm going out on a limb here and guess that he might have his hands on some particular electronic device. However, if this red light run is the result of distraction or pure ignorance, I can't really tell. Spontaneous check for your brakes. A little peek over into Austria, and in this car park is priority to right. We've got one fail, and in the same spot, another one. But instead of going for an apology, he's going for revenge. Because of course he does. How dare you damage his precious ego by honking at this undoubtedly most valuable person? How dare you? I think it's simple to understand how this man ended up so pissed. Stupid oblivious drivers getting close to running over his kid, which he was able to pull back in the very last second. This driver is one of those at least 50%, which I am classifying as somebody who has the license to drive, but not the brain, so shouldn't ever drive. As we have seen and we will probably keep seeing on this channel, as a pedestrian you can't trust in drivers, because they will run you and then probably being all surprised why they have a red tinted windshield. Now we are on the freeway with Serge. And what do you do when you ended up on the wrong lane? The flashing taillights indicate a really heavy braking for a really heavy bag of shit. The personal attention of people seems to be very lackluster in general. Have you ever been running a red light without intentions but blissful ignorance? That is absolutely the case here. Nico and the guy in front of him did not really check the lights, but just recognized another car in their direction starting to move. So them both moved too and did a really bad red light run without any intention.
Ernsthaft?
Recently I read something about this thing called safety distance. Nothing important, nobody needs it. As I said, nothing important. The rear end crash also just barely happened, so feel free to keep driving very close to this guy's tail. Cyclists without lights are ridiculous, but even more so to run a goddamn cargo bike without light. You can even see the bike having 2 headlights. The rider may just only be in oblivious mode to not turn them on. Still, I think we can agree that cars driving at night without light are quite a lot more dangerous. We have such a one here, and he even receives a flashing from the goddamn police itself. Since the guy keeps going all blind, the cops then decide to better turn around to prevent this idiot from some very likely collision. He's on the exit lane, but then had a very spontaneous change of mind. But hell, child's play. The ultimate fail on the freeway, which also instantly costs your license, is to go backwards, like this amoeba missing his exit. You know, if an area is known for hurricanes, it's Florida, but this one here is Paderborn. In other places, it was just something like a rainy storm. But in Paderborn, it looks like a war zone. Lots of destruction, tipped over trucks, car pieces laying around. That's some results of global warming for you right there. Okay, enough of the war zone. Back on the Autobahn and oh dear, an exit just appeared! This is not an exit, but somehow this driver must be so afraid of taking this lonely lane that he's rather risking a severe crash through some last-second dodge than, oh no, keep on driving and maybe missing some lane or exit he originally wanted to take. That is unacceptable. We got ignorant drivers running red lights. But well, the award for the absolute top level of not giving a shit goes to those pedestrians. Nobody can give less of a shit. So have you thought about that all that white paint on the road might have a meaning? It seems to be placed there in a particular pattern, so it can't be just some paint can having fallen off a truck or something. There must be something about that paint showing some kind of corridors? Nah, it certainly was just some kid who has painted lots of lines all over the goddamn country! There we got 2 trucks in an epic race along the freeway. Too bad there is not really some space left for that ambulance to pass them. Oh well, some poor guy will have on his gravestone death by truck race, and people will be like, dude, that guy must have had an awesome life. Oh well, you should try to make sure that you will never need an ambulance, so your health isn't dependent on some bullshit happening on the roads. Because we all know there is plenty of it. Every day, every second. And we are here to show it to you. Check out our recent crash video to the left if you haven't seen it yet, and if you did, to the right is a playlist for you to look for another video to check out. Well, do us a favor and be a better driver than all those idiots shown in those videos.